Hi, welcome to the lecture for Module 1 in Nursing 615, Family System Concepts for Primary Care. In this week's module, we are looking to describe the role of this course in the primary care nurse practitioner curriculum, discuss approaches to family health nursing, look at family structure, function, and processes, as well as some demographic trends that are affecting family health today. This course is required for students in the Adult Gero, Family, and Psychiatric Mental Health Nurse Practitioner tracks. Adult Gero students, your practice will cover young adults through older adults, so you know you will be dealing with families, caregivers, the needs of older adults, and family and psychiatric mental health NP students will be practicing using a lifespan approach. So definitely interactions with family members across the lifespan. Our curricula are developed based on professional standards for education and practice, and I have identified some of them here. The American Association of Colleges of Nursing, their competencies and standards for curriculum direct how we set up our courses. We also use professional organizations such as the American Psychiatric Nurses Association, the National Organization of Nurse Practitioner Faculties, Future of Nursing, the Essentials of Master's Education in Nursing are our accreditation standards, and then the APRN regulatory model, which is shown on the right, speaks to the APRN roles, the population focus, and then the specialties. And for all of our tracks, it is a primary care focus. So the U.S. Census Bureau defines family as two or more people living together who are related by birth, marriage, or adoption. And some would say this is a dated definition that is not inclusive of today's family types. Your textbook uses two or more individuals who depend on one another for emotional, physical, and economic support, and that the members of the family are self-defined. So this is a much more inclusive definition and encompasses the various types of families that you will interact with. Within this course, we'll be looking at approaches to family health nursing as family as context, client, system, and as a component of society. So in context, the traditional focus is the individual in the foreground and the family in the background. And here the family can be seen as a resource or a stressor. With family as client, the nurse is interested in how the entire family is affected by the health of its members. So all of the family is in the foreground. With the system, the emphasis is on interactions between all members of the family, and with society, it is the interface between the families and community agencies. So we'll be looking at community agencies as resources for our families. As a nurse in a family nursing role, you are looking to help families manage change, conflict, and care needs, and assist with life transitions. So any of these roles could be seen as contributing to that support for families. For family structure, it looks at who does comprise the family, what are the relationships between them, those interactions, and that interaction with other social systems. So today we know there are a multitude of family forms. It's not the traditional family that we might have thought of in the past. And being well aware of different family structures can help you identify specific needs and help to provide care to increase the resilience and advocate for social policies to decrease family burden. And we'll come back to the idea of resilience. For family functions, it is the larger purpose or roles in society. So for reproductive functions, in general, we know global fertility rates are down. However, this is a key function for families. Socialization, it is where children acquire beliefs, attitudes, values, and behaviors. And it is the way the children acquire the social and psychological skills to take their place in the adult world. Affective functions are the ways family relate to one another, and when family members feel they are supported and encouraged, family interaction is more effective. Economic provides those resources of support, so whether it be for healthcare needs, food and security, that's an important function of the family. And then healthcare function is how they actually maintain health, protect health, and restore health. Family processes have to do with the interaction between the family members. And alterations occur when families face normative, which are expected changes, versus non-normative changes, such as illness. And family roles are formal when they're associated with position and structure, for example, a parent, child, spouse, grandparent. And functional roles help families achieve tasks: breadwinner, housekeeper, cook, organizer, decision maker. So some family roles can be affected when a family member becomes ill, and nurses can help families adjust to illness by helping them to adjust to role negotiations and accessing outside resources. Role strain can occur when family members lack the role knowledge or have no basis for choosing between different roles. And role conflict occurs when expectations about familiar role are incompatible. For example, roles present conflicting demands. Role overload is when the individual lacks the resources, time, and energy to meet role demands. So nurses can help families adapt to the roles, negotiate roles, and give up how expectations are being met. Maybe not every component of that role needs to be met. So communication affects physical and mental health. It's complex, and the role of the nurse is to facilitate communication, shared decision making, knowing that when the healthcare provider works together with the individual and the family to make decisions, the outcomes are going to be improved. And rituals and routines give meaning to family life and help them cope. So when these are disrupted, the family system is affected. So the idea of resiliency, oh